Day 27. A Girl's Best Friend. I'm over at Liz's and we light up together. My drug test is 1 week behind me. Her job never tests. I'm slunk into Liz's lime green futon and Liz is sitting on the side of her bed. The lights are off except for a stained glass light bulb, which Liz claims she bought at Target. I pass Liz the pipe for the 15th or 20th time, and I gather my breath for a thought. Sometime next week, I announce, I want to buy a dog. Liz bursts out laughing. I watch. Her neck is shiny. She rests the pipe on her knee and laughs for a good 10 seconds before taking her turn. Sweet, she says, post-exhalation. I like having friends with dogs. I close my eyes and point my forehead at the ceiling. The pipe slides into my hand, and I let it rest there. I debate the merits of asking for music. Mainly it seems not worth doing. But maybe music would be precisely the thing. I notice a feeling in my arm. Liz. Liz is shaking me. Hey, Liz says. I open my eyes. She's moved off her bed, apparently. I hadn't noticed. She's on her knees now in front of the futon, looking straight into me. Hey, Beth. She puts her hand around my forearm. I try to avoid staring at her curls. They are just so blonde and so big for curls. Whatever you do, she says, don't buy it from a pet store. I notice the pipe is still in my hand and bring it toward my mouth. She intercepts it and slowly pushes it back to my knee. I'm serious, she says. They're made in mills. Puppy mills. I snort. No, it's not funny. They're the worst thing you can imagine. I do not feel the need to remind Liz that I can imagine some pretty awful things very vividly and sometimes without my consent. I watch her curls. The overall light of the stained glass bulb is pinkish, maybe red. But there's green in there too, in patches on the ceiling. She explains to me, my arm held hostage, the horrible conditions. Crates stacked on crates, with flooring that damages the mother's paws, the undesirable puppies murdered in cold blood, the forced breeding, and the total lack of veterinary care. Halfway through it becomes too much to watch Liz's curls, so I watch the pipe instead. There isn't much weed left. I'm not sure I want more now, anyway. Get a stray, she says. I force myself to make eye contact, to nod. I wait for her to move back to her bed, but she stays just below me, staring. Liz isn't serious often. I don't like it. I fill my lungs, then empty my lungs, then let my back slump deep against the futon. Liz leans into one of my legs and takes her turn. It isn't snuggling really, but it's friendly and it's comfortable. Liz is married, but her husband is cool with stuff like this. Liz got married really fucking young. I don't want to think about puppy mills as I close my eyes, but I do. The idea isn't so foreign to me. And I want to laugh, but the kind of laugh I want isn't the kind I want my friends to hear. I want to laugh because Liz's seriousness isn't going to do anything. It isn't going to save a dog's life at the pound. I'm going to the pet store. I'm going to the pet store tomorrow. Because I realize, as I put my hand on one of Liz's curls, that I've never compared myself, my suffering, to an animal's. I feel her breathing and it's a metronome for me, it's a beacon, but I'm already long gone. I remember comparing my life, what I'd been through, to all kinds of people. To people with good parents, or people with no parents. To people who weren't girls or were very lucky girls, or people like Liz who it was hard to tell. Liz, who'd been locked in her parents' house for a year under threat of being disowned, after her religious dad caught her with tabs of acid. I'd compared my pain in Liz's darkest hour to that. That was another time I decided, as soberly as I could manage, not to laugh. My hand feels the back of Liz's scalp, and her hand guides the pipe to my mouth. It's not going to feel good, this hit. The load's about done. And there's the fallen Rome that all roads lead to in my brain. I can feel myself not going there, can feel my free hand digging into the futon as Liz pulls closer against my leg and sighs. She thinks she's done a good thing today. I think about my secret inbox where I collect the emails they still send sometimes from untraceable accounts to remind me of what they did, what happened to me. I think about getting my puppy at the pet store like I know I'm going to do. About looking into her little eyes and putting her whole body in my hands. About taking her to my car and how she and I will escape together, to where I can put newspapers on the floor and tell her in a language she doesn't understand that, listen, however it was back there, Whatever they did to you, that's not who you are now. Thank you.